Yesterday, if you were watching our video, we had a bearish view on Bank Nifty, low because of low raise and low lows, and the struggle to cross 45,000. I think Bank Nifty did not surprise us either on the upside or downside. We were expecting a range around 45,000 to 44,500, which did respect on Bank Nifty, but only confusion was actually Nifty. Nifty, we had to change views couple of times. We had a sideways view between 19.5 to 19,300. That was a view that we had, but market tends to be a little more emotional during these kind of news like CPI data from US where it was a 2 year low and couple of other entire global markets were actually bullish. So we had to switch views couple of times in the during the day. How did we change our view? What made us change our view? Let's look at the chart first. See, this was the chart as on yesterday, where we had couple of attempts to break 19,500 was actually failed, and we closed almost here, which was at a support area yesterday. So I had a bearish to sideways view, and I was expecting the market to be within this range. But surprise came when the gap up happened because of overnight news from US. Market tended to be a little more emotional. It broke 19,500. This was the resistance area. So usually from technicals, once the resistance is broken, we need to expect that resistance once broken tend to act as a support area. That means this resistance, which was broken early in the morning in the first 1.5 hour, on the dip it should have probably acted as support area. So when resistance broke, but immediately after 2 3 hours when it started coming below this breakout area, we call this a bull trap in the market. So once I saw this happening, that means I saw market coming below 19,500. Even if you look at the options data today, 19,500 has a huge open interest build up. Look at the data of 19,500 calls and 19,500 puts. So we had a huge rating at 19,500 today. Uh, so data was actually bullish. About 2.4 CR open interest was built up at 19,500 early in the morning, and 19,500 calls were unwinding. So technically, it was a clean setup for market to stay above 19,500. But this should not have happened. So when the market came below this breakout area, which is 19,500, and this data, which was having almost 2.3, 2.4 CR open interest, that started giving up because all these options will start becoming in the money and then they start unwinding. That's exactly what happened. So this kind of unwinding, 2.4 CR open interest on the put side start unwinding from 500. Not only 500, even 450 had a very good open interest build up. So when these guys started unwinding, that is when we saw a crack in the market. So usually whenever the highest put open interest for that intraday or highest call open interest for the intraday, if that is challenged, you will see a catastrophe in that direction because large positions are becoming in the money. This is the way we actually change the view in the market. So sideways to bullish, bullish, and I had to change the view when the market came below 19,500 because a bull trap from the technicals and also options 2.4 CR, 2.5 open interest started becoming in the money. So they started unwinding the positions. It was expected. Now, given this scenario, given this setup, what can we expect? There was a bull trap already in the market. So what can we expect? But even though there is a bull trap, if you see the recent structure, this was the low, which was 19,300. Next time the low was around 19,376, and today we stopped around 19,400, 380, 370. So we are still seeing higher highs and higher lows despite a bull trap. And this bull trap was because when RSI was having a divergence, usually you will have traps coming in. So, but the structure still looks bullish to me. Every dip to this long-term moving average on this hourly chart is still being bought. So, what I would probably think of is 19,300 becomes a very important support, and immediate support is yesterday's low, which is around 19,350. So, as long as 350 and 300 is still respected, we will have to continue to have a bullish view in the market. And every dip to this long-term moving average will be a low-risk opportunity to assume any long positions around 19,400 level. So yesterday's support of low of 19,350 will become a support one. 300 becomes an ultimate support. As long as 350, 300 is held, we will continue to have a bullish view. Resistance right now is shifted to 19,600 technically because we almost touched 600 today. So we will have a bullish view with 300 as a ultimate support and 600 as a resistance for the market. Bank Nifty, no surprises. It is just going as per our expectation. We still see lower highs in the market. This was our view yesterday also. So struggle to cross 45,000 is still seen. But today the closing by closing or the low, today's low is actually higher than the previous low. That means we are settling into sideways zone here. So what I will do is Bank Nifty, we can play both the directions. That means at support area we can think of longs, at resistance area we can think of short. So basically we will play a range bound market on Bank Nifty with 45,000 as a resistance and 44,500 as support. So buy at support, sell at resistance, buy at support, sell at resistance still works. So when will you change the view? Below this, if by chance market breaks yesterday's low of 44, 600, 500, then what we will have is this market will continue to further drop below 44,500 and might touch the target of 44,000. So 44,000 will become a strong support area, but for that 44,500 should be given up. So 44,500 you should watch. Below 500 we have to extend the target towards 44,000. But on the upside, the struggle is around 45,000 and 45,200. So as long as the market sustains below 45,200, we will not be extremely bullish in Bank Nifty. We will play sideways. So the levels where we have to change the view is 45,200 for the buy side, or the bullishness to resume, below 44,500 bearishness to resume. So these two levels you have to keep intact. As long as these levels are intact, you will have to play sideways in Bank Nifty. I cannot comment on the option data because given the expiry, we may not know. There's a too premature data to comment on the options side. So we will probably have some open interest coming up tomorrow. So post today at least, we need to wait for the data to stabilize. So having said this, if you want to keep getting these updates, do support us, do like, do share our views and videos on Twitter, so that we also grow and we also learn a lot from each other. And thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.